ideas clearly, accurately, and vividly. Use rhetorical devices to enhance and emphasize ideas. Eliminate jargon and unnecessary words. Use correct grammar. The time allocated is 5 to 7 minutes.
Thank you.
Project number 4 will be presented by Toastmaster Imtiaz Sharif. I consider him as a natural speaker from the beginning, from the icebreaker itself. He proved he is a natural speaker. He is going to speak on topic legacy. Please welcome Imtiaz Sharif.
Any adjustment, you know? Yes.
Am I audible?
Yep.
Check 1, 2, 3. Am I okay? Recently, we lost a family friend. He was a very dear friend of ours. It was such a poignant moment. So we all gathered to pay our last respects. His gravestone was erected with his details on it. His name, his date of birth, date of death. But what really caught my attention was a small dash in between the two dates. Today, I'm going to talk about that small dash, which is our precious life. If birth is a reality, death is as much a reality. But what lies in between is the precious life that has to be filled up with love, affection, compassion, so we can leave behind us a legacy we can all be proud of. Toastmaster of the evening, fellow Toastmasters, good evening to all of you.
Good evening.
If enjoying and living are the only two aspects in life, then animals do it better than us. But we, human beings, have been sent here with a purpose. We have been sent here for a reason to love, a reason to admire, a reason to cherish, and a reason to be humans. So what does it mean, being human? Does it mean we have to sacrifice our entire life for others? Not necessary. Being human does not mean one single big thing, but it is made up of small, wonderful things that add up to make this world a beautiful place to be. The one on top of the list that makes this being human is helping others. I could not be talking about this topic of help in a platform better than the Toastmasters, where we pride ourselves in helping others. We celebrate each and every one's success as our own. We motivate others to reach the horizon and beyond. We should not be restricting ourselves to the confines of four walls and a roof. We should be stepping outside, touch the lives of many others around us. Help need not necessarily be monetary gain all the time. It could be a pat on the back of someone, or it could be lending a sympathetic ear to someone who is in distress, or just be with someone who's feeling lonely. It could take any multitudes of forms. It's all up to us. The opportunities are endless. Life has blessed us with lots of gifts. A gift of birth as humans, gift of families, and so on. It's time, my dear friends, we started reciprocating it in whatever way we can. There could not be a better exercise for the heart than to stoop down and help people up. helping has never made anyone poor. But unfortunately, life, as most other things, does have a shelf life. But what does not have a shelf life are the good deeds that we are leaving behind us. What is the use of a love if it's not expressed? What is the use of a creative idea if it's not taken shape? What is the use of a noble intention if it's not been put in practice? It's time we acted. It's time, my dear friends. Let's start putting the noble intentions into practice. Let's start having an action plan. Let's start deciding that every single day I'm going to do at least one single good deed before the end of the day is over. Let's visit some charities. Let's visit some orphanages. Let's put a smile on one single orphan by gifting him whatever we can. That smile on that orphan's face, I can assure you, is going to linger in your mind for many, many moments after that moment has passed. Likewise, I can equally assure you that deed of ours will linger in that orphan's mind much, much longer after that moment is over. I'm sure we have come across lots of interesting people in our lives. But looking back, there are only a handful of people who really stand out in our memories. Who are they? Are they extraordinary people? No. They are very much ordinary people like you and I, but do have extraordinary ability to help others. Most of them. Not everyone can be Mother Teresa. Not everyone can be Mahatma Gandhi, but then we can always make a beginning somewhere. Beginning to do some actions. The people around us do need our actions. The world needs our actions. Let's start formulating the habits of helping others. Because the habits can be formed. The habits can be generated. The habits could be grown because over a period of time, the habits become us. What do you do?